Vale, puntos disponibles 1. Y ya con esto subimos la deducción a tope. Y ahora ya vamos a empezar a subir cosas más físicas.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
Regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it.
Ahora me dará más puntitos, claro, porque es la movida de terminar un nivel.
I'm afraid not.
All right.
Que lo que yo corto los capítulos cuando me sale del NISP.
Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
Hey, what's that look supposed to mean?
Secundarios no he hecho nada. Secreto, bueno, a medias. Trabajo policial, bueno, a medias. Vamos a ver. Nah. Pero nos llevamos puntitos.
Hello, Murphy.
A
Congrats.
ver. Vamos a meterle... Vamos a meterle blindaje. Hemos hecho lo que hemos hecho sin blindaje, ¿sabes? Así, para enfrentarnos al bicharraco de antes y cosas de
I hope that I'll
estas. Pues
manage
normal.
to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family.
Chin, chin, chin.
You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
It was cruel.
To everyone involved, I'm sure. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before?
Bueno, que mencionó
He was my
antes...
brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
Alucinaciones. Bueno, ecos del pasado, más bien, sí.
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted.
No sé si eso valdrá para algo, pero bueno.
I've got plenty to think about for now.
Sala de reuniones, nueva misión. Te lo compro por $1.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that?
Es que, ¿qué
You're
le
breaking
pasa?
up.
No me sale misión.
I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my God, what a lemon.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's
Sin
their
demasiados
money on the
problemas.
line,
Hemos matado como a
OCP will send
55.000 millones de
ROBOCOP, the
personas.
entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Pero bueno,
Wendell
un día más en la
Antonowski
oficina en
no
esta
longer deals with the
ciudad.
street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
El que está
Talk
abajo.
to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
The old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough.
Realmente
Head
han palmado.
downtown,
Porque
ask
los
around,
destrozos y
and
por
most
todo.
importantly, find Spike.
Al coche.
RoboCop, over here. You wouldn't
ver.
want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
¿Qué quieres?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor. I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city. And without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I would like to hear his arguments.
Just be careful. He's a snake oil salesman
Has
that will
retirado
say
tu apoyo.
whatever
He
it
dicho
takes to gain
que
your
quiero
support.
saber.
I
He
need
sido
to go.
cauto.
Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote
Tiene
for the
impacto
neighborhoods,
político,
vote
pero
for
realmente no
Cruiser.
estoy notando yo como que haya una relevancia a las decisiones, pero bueno,
RoboCop is getting a face-to-face with the old
no me
man
da esa
himself.
sensación.
I
Hey,
tell him all
Shiny.
about how the OCP is
Got a
fucking
job
us
for you.
over.
El petardo este.
You wouldn't say a word if
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit?
last year's
I heard that you're heading to the city.
was part of a
Once you're out there,
complicated protecting
I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting.
Tiene una cara de
Remember,
majo y de simpático.
If you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Un ser de luz. Hala, venga. Fuera luces y por el momento pasamos de misiones de estas. Madre mía. Spike en un pajar.
Hey, you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase. Doesn't matter. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Pues vaya sitio para reunirse, tú.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
Toda mejora de ciudad es bienvenida. Declaraciones son lo mío. Esto.
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The only burden it causes is to criminal scum.
I admire your confidence. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me,
Bueno,
how are you finding
supongo que serán
your
buenas.
evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now
A Robocop le crecerá la barba, es decir, que tiene folículos y ese grisáceo ahí de cuando te está saliendo ahí el bigotillo. ¿Sí?
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them.
Vale, y esta charla ya está.
Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Pues. Al final es para lo que es para conocer un poco mejor los personajes.
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers at Glass and Steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
Aquí hay pijaditas para hacer. Y vamos a ir un poco lo que es al turrón. Vale, he hecho apartamentos al lado de los arcades.
I'm sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift.
A la Pickles. Cuéntame.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening?
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Angelina Johansson.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Nah, tell me. What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
No sé si al haber subido deducción me valdrá para estas cosas.
But there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze.
Tiene la IMDb ahí.
So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
What are you looking for?
TJ Láser es la serie de televisión que veía el hijo de Murphy.
And there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
Ah, vale, vale, pero esto es la misión de esto, vale, vale, pero no me interesa. Yo quiero saber la misión principal, esa secundaria.
They say we're in a record-breaking recession, but people...
Nos liamos con otras cosas ahora mismo. Ok. ¿A Ben o al vagabundo paranoico?
No need to rush. They're just trying to depopulate
El
our
vagabundo
species.
paranoico.
You didn't eat my bait. You knew it had poison in it. Now I'm sure you're no ordinary rat. Where'd you go, you little...
Ah, termina de hablar lo que sea que quiero hablar contigo.
Good day, citizen.
A rightful citizen of Earth, to be precise. Aliens are swarming and killing us, and the police are not doing anything about it. We're all doomed.
An accident happened here recently. It involved a motorcycle.
I saw it with my own eyes. I've recorded the whole thing in my research notes so I wouldn't get mixed up. See, there are so many conspiracies happening in this city. The only trouble is, those notes are locked inside my residence, and I can't seem to get the door open.
¿Eres un vagabundo?
Would you mind helping me with it?
Su casa será un contenedor de mierda, claro.
It's one right over there. I think if you give them doors enough of a pull, they'll open. Be gentle with it. Blood, sweat, alien tears into that pen. Ha! That's it. Now let's have a look.
Hay algo por ahí para aquí.
I remember now. I remember. That biker wasn't even trying to hide his alien heritage. His body had tattoos from a parlor nearby, and one of them looked rather fresh.
Now I know where to go next. Thank you for your cooperation.
No sé si estas cosas nos están viniendo bien por el tema de la deducción.
Information about alien shenanigans if you care to hear.
Que no da más rodeos o lo que sea. Ya sabemos dónde es.
Stay safe, citizen.
You're off to the tattoo shop? Just make sure not to get inked. Those designs are very alluring.
A ver qué es esto que hay aquí ya, aprovechando. Les hago rapidito. Ah, son como mini delitos.
Entering the fountain is strictly prohibited.
But I'm not even fully in, just my feet.
Por lista, multa.
But you will have to pay the total value of the ticket.
This is so unfair.
Es como tonterías las que hay que hacer. Vale, estos los juzgados. Otra multita por aparcar aquí. Es que todo el mundo aparca donde le sale el tirirí. Por el momento sigo con la misión que tengo. Y con estas pijaditas. Esté fumando una gasolinera. Maravilloso. Pues multita que te canto.
Smoking is dangerous, not to mention illegal.
I don't give a shit about either.
Multa.
Then you must suffer the consequences.
No one in this country values independent thinkers anymore.
Vamos al lío. Qué bonita ciudad.
Full metal armor and you still want piercings. Hey, respect.
I am not here for that.
A tattoo, then. It'll really bring out that jawline.
My body wears enough scars.
Believe me, you can never have enough of these puppies. Anyway, if you're not here for inking, what do you want?
A biker called Spike. I heard he was your customer.
I don't serve no bikers. Don't know who told you that, but it's a load of bull.
Are you denying making tattoos for the street vultures?
You've got no proof, cop. Now stay off my case.
Bueno, hay que tatuar a una persona en concreto fuera ilegal, que al final. Hay que buscar pistas ahora.
What next? You gonna try to tell me that I'm smuggling nuke in a red inker?
Do you?
You still here? I don't want my customers to confuse my parlor for an auto shop.
Aquí, esto será.
I found evidence of your connections to the biker gang.
I'm not telling you nothing, cop.
Spike and what is left of the street vultures are going down. It is your choice if you want to join them.
Ah, fuck. I told him not to come in here when he was so hot. He brought this on himself.
Where is he?
He's got a place nearby somewhere, but I don't know where exactly.
I am afraid this information is too vague.
His motorcycle must be parked outside. It's some sort of chopper. I don't know. You can check the plate number on that photo.
Wise choice for a scum artist.
Oh, I can't concentrate with all those reflections bouncing off your armor.
Escanea la foto. Habrá que buscar la moto, claro. La matrícula.
Hey, ROBOCOP. Mr. Mills would like to have a word. He's waiting in the car.
Is some idiot confuse the
Oh, and
courthouse
Delta
with a
City's
bank
built.
again?
I hear everyone will have their own
Is this the right button? Can it hear me?
Yes, sir. He can hear you.
Hey, Silverboy. The tracker says you were near the apartment of that domestic terrorist we talked about. Your memory is probably glitchy, so I figured I'd send you a friendly reminder. Check the place out.
Aquí mirando de moto en moto.
He's over and out.
There's no need.
Over and out.
Tampoco. No. Ah, mira, esta es.